Hello, thanks for clicking. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming to see us again. I am Cici, mama to 3 incredible humans, and among other things, a homeschooling parent. This channel is all things home ed life. So, new or friend, I'm happy you're here. And if you haven't yet subscribed, why? It takes just a second and it will make my day. So just press that button now. Thank you. This is a collection of shorts from earlier this season, and I thought it would be nice to have them together in one place for my keepsake, but also for your sake, so you could watch a whole week in one go. These clips are from back in September and follow 4 consecutive days, which are our specific home ed days, during our Oceania unit study. I hope you enjoy these and let me know in the comments. Thanks. Homeschool day in the life with my 4-year-old. This morning, Moo wanted to start our homeschool with the Love Every Magic e-game.
Break.
She picked up the concept within our first play of it and really enjoys the readers that come with it.
Dad and I made a...
Then on to some phonics and spelling, revising the TH sound because it has 2 pronunciations, from the voice and from the mouth. She's really doing well with remembering digraphs and the order of the letters, and great too at self-correcting. But every day is a reminder about formation and letter size and placement. But she is a young 4, so we're still learning, and she is definitely getting there. Then onto our Oceania unit study work. We were reading about Aboriginal Dreamtime art, looking at the shapes and the earthly colours and making our own dot art. She really enjoyed making lots of shapes and patterns with these. She especially enjoyed using her body to make the art, and was very careful about placing her hands and keeping them still.
You ready?
Are you ready?
Wow. Thank you. I love painting my body.
She then told me something she remembered from our lesson, and then I helped her spell and write it out in her book of the world.
The world was made in a dream.
She'd worked up an appetite and had second helpings at lunch, smashed avocado and coconut cheese on sourdough with corn on the cob, which she loves. And then while we were having independent time, she chose to read an early reader to me. And then some imaginative magnetile play where the mama moose adopted a cheetah cub. Very cute. Out into the autumn sun, and she always wants to go on the top deck. We popped into the library next door to ballet as we were early today. And then she wanted to carry everything on her own into the studio. An hour and 15 minutes of ballet and tap means lots of snuggles on the way home. Then my oldest had dinner ready. We just had to sauce and salad it. And then she chose to do her Twinkle Twinkle on the piano. The piano she had since she was 6 months old. Enjoys sharing what she's learnt with her siblings, so they did some more dot art together at the end of the homeschool day in the life with my 4-year-old, day 2, part 1. This morning began with baking a really simple vegan recipe. We never need to use eggs or milk from other animals to enjoy food.
We are smashing vegan butter with flour, sugar, coconut sugar, and salt to make it taste yummy. We are making really yummy scones.
Usually we start with core subjects straight after calendar and affirmations, but the fine and gross motor, mathematical and practical life skills learnt and developed through baking means it's never a bad way to begin a home ed day. While the dough sat in the fridge, we went over to the chalkboard to review the TH sound, writing upright to foster bilateral coordination, midline crossing and good posture. And then she smashed her less and greater than lesson, It was then time to cut the cold rolled dough, freeze it, and then brush it with oat milk. Moo is always supervised during more risky activities, but she is given the space to practice independent safety awareness after learning from observation and reminders throughout her life so far. She read some pages of one of her Love Every readers, and then she was very eager to make a start on our mini sea turtle unit, beginning with a colourful drawing and painting of one under the sea. The alarm went again, right on cue for snack time. It turned out great, and she had quite a lot. Back to painting.
In real life, they're not like this.
No, but this is art. And a focus on
Papua New Guinea.
We always find the country on the Montessori puzzle map and then put its corresponding pin flag in. We read lots of books and stories on Papua New Guinea and sea turtles, and then began creating a life cycle that she added to her book of the world.
It's the first one, you see, it's the eggs. There we go. Hatch out of the eggs.
And where do they go?
They go into the sea. The Nile is here. And they grow into an adult.
Along with the flag in Play-Doh, and then with vegan wax crayons. And then she wrote her favourite story about sea turtles in Papua New Guinea called Turtle Island. And that was our morning. Homeschool day in the life with my 4-year-old, day 2, part 2. Morning lessons finished, so out into a windy day.
No one's in there. You see?
Beautiful.
You're too heavy for the sled.
Ouch. Releasing some of that physical energy before we make our way up the hill to her violin ensemble session with her lovely Spanish couple teachers. Hola! Moo is a very selective participator, and even though she enjoys the music lessons and her violin lessons, she often chooses observation if she's not 100% keen. But when she is in control and feels confident in her abilities, she is all in. Bus home, dinner, pyjamas, and puzzles. Bean is referring to our current narration novel, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Boggy Spunts and Bean. But tonight we read The Great Maui, a Polynesian story, while Moo played with my hair, her comfort since birth. And that was our day. Thanks for watching. Homeschool day in the life with my 4-year-old, day 3, part 1.
25.
Calendar and affirmations in the morning.
26.
Then on to spelling her sight words that we've been practicing, which she has now mastered. And I think a big part of that is due to her doing it on her dry whiteboard. And she's doing really well at self-correcting in her formations, remembering the ascenders and descenders, remembering that H is a tall letter. She took a moment to remember the E, but she got it. Then on to some language arts. We started just with saying verb ing words to each other, and she would repeat.
Tuck jump.
Oh, tuck jump, very nice.
Then we went on to the course book.
And this one?
Inging.
Oh, now you're guessing.
Running.
Okay, what's happening? Running.
She then chose to go through her ing flip book, reading through all of those really well.
Ding.
What's that word on its own?
Do. Doom. Doing. Rain. Strain.
Then she chose a maths activity from her Montessori shelf.
10.
This one was one I created using one of her rainbow stackers, wooden Montessori number tiles, and just some stones we picked from outside. 10 stones, and she would count out 10 and then leave one end of the rainbow clear, and then as we went on she would move one stone over each time to create the number bonds to 10.
4 and 6 make 10.
Then she beautifully recorded them with watercolour in her maths notebook, inspired by the Waldorf method.
10 equals 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10.
Stay tuned for part 2. Homeschool day in the life with my 4-year-old, day 3, part 2. So we wanted to get on with her Oceania work, starting with Blow in the Didgeridoo. We took it outside to compare the sound difference without walls. Then back inside for some New Zealand and Maori discoveries, from animals to the haka.
A kiwi, bird, and a bat, and a frog, and a bird.
We've watched a lot of ceremonial haka videos because she's been interested for a long time. So she has actually had fun when she spotted that. Then we were done for the day after adding pages to her Book of the World notebook. And then we went over to Sadler's Wells for family freestyle movement and rhythm, hosted by a different theatre performer or professional each month. There's always a theme, instruction and suggestion, and Moo joins in or improvises as she feels. We had a lot of fun at this one. And she was done. All danced out. Then on to a bookshop browse because we just can't resist when we go past one. We chose a couple of great ones along with a sticker book for our journey to gymnastics, which is really helping with fine motor precision. Coming for another hug always before she goes in.
I'm smashing opera to make paint. Sorry to excuse me what I was doing. I'm gonna draw with this.
After all the usual, a bedtime story from the oldest, from Maya herself, and then from me.
When there's like an accent on the dot, that means it's an exclamation.
Yeah, so it means, what does that mean?
It means they're speaking loud.
Yeah.
Miss. Buzz off, Bill. Buzz off, Bill. I will tell Miss Hill.
And then a great night's sleep for my lady. Homeschool day in the life with my 4-year-old, day 4. Saturdays are for hula and a perfect way to round off our Oceania unit study. Maya loves these lessons. On to the next adventure, and we take the opportunity going on public transport to continue learning. So we did some reading on the way. Moo asked to go to a museum and a park in that specific order, so we chose the British Museum. Moo chose the Fantastic Creatures Trail from the family's desk and was great at hunting down all the artifacts with a stop off at the gift shop, of course. Trying on lots of beads. And honestly, she was so good at finding all the different things in the little booklet. And she had a great time lying on the floor, getting in people's way and creating some of her own versions of those museum pieces. And there were some lovely activities within the book as well, nothing too arduous. She ran off to get her stamp and a special sticker. Then we went over to Colmsfield's playground, which is not an unreasonable walking distance from the museum. We often do this little pairing. And she was making me a birthday cake. Whenever Maya's cooking, it's always somebody's birthday. Whoops! She laughed, she was fine. Then Russell Square station was closed that day, so we had to take a different route. We went home and watched Lilo and Stitch. And that's the end of our week. Thanks for watching.